Good afternoon to all. Myself, Pramod Kumar Sharma. I will take the lecture on sociology with the PPT. The sociology is the subject which are taught in the law for better understanding the students in the social system. So after becoming the lawyer, they can work in the society. Their field work is society, and they can do their job, they can explore their opportunity in the society only. So uh, uh, we learn sociology. Sociology coined by a French philosopher Auguste Comte in 1838. The Auguste Comte is a philosopher. He has written in the loose notes, and here keeping that loose notes under one file. After his death, his people, they tried to convert French into the English, and in this way the first volume of their sociology was published in 1838. The sociology derived from the book The Cours de Philosophie Positive. In that, he has broadly speaking about the sociology and their outcomes, their origin, and what actual meaning of the sociology contains in that book. So, sociology is a Latin word. It is the hybrid word. Then from the Latin word socius, meaning the society, and Greek word logos means science, means it is a hybrid word. There from the Latin and Greek, which meanings that is the science of society. So, sociology can be defined as a science of society or scientific study of human society. If we talk, the scientific study means whatever the criteria with the science, all criteria are fulfilled by the sociology, and the study method also scientific. So we can say whenever we are having the study of sociology in a scientific way, we have the scientific study of the society, or when we are learning the society in a scientific manner, so we can say it is the science of society, and the sociology is the study of society in a scientific manner. Here two terms are more important, that is the science and society. So what are the criteria which are drawn from the society and which are bringing into the science? So we can say scientific study of society in terms of the social phenomena, every phenomena happening in the society, and all phenomena can be termed as social phenomena. Then we are having the study of social structure in the scientific manner, means the structure of society, their elements, what are the things are necessary for making the society, and construct them rigidly for the development of the human beings. Then what are the social functions in the society starting from the morning to night, and the from the birth to death, whatever the functions are carried out by the human beings, all functions can be termed as social functions. Then the development of the individual in the social phenomena, the anything changing in the society for their development, their modification, or any amendment, or any uh, development of the individual, all are coming under the social phenomena. Then social action, whatever the actions we are carrying from morning to night, either it is the willful or that is the without willful, all actions are social actions. So we have the study of social action in a scientific manner. Then social interactions, when one person interact with the other persons and the reciprocal interaction, whether it is the likeness or dislikeness, all interactions are studied under the heading of scientific method. Then social relation among the family, the relation between the mother and father, between the offspring, between the wife and husbands, between the siblings, all relations are carried out with the help of scientific method. Then human behavior, whatever the behavior with us, all behaviors are governed by the mind, and whatever the mind giving the instruction to our organs, all the things guided by the mind and our behavior are done accordingly. So all the human behaviors are studied under the heading of scientific method. Then human mind, whatever the systems available in the mind, whether self or the other systems, they are also having the study with the scientific method. In the society, there are so many institutions, whether it is the family, marriage, family, economic institution, religious institution, political institutions, recreational institution, whatever any institution, all we are studying in the sociology, and all the institutions we are learning under the heading of scientific method. Then practical application of the usage, whatever the systems are available in the society and their application used by the people for the development, for the cohesion, for the integration in the social systems, all by study under the heading of society. So up to now we are learning the scientific study. So what are the criteria of any discipline come under the scientific study? So first thing, that is the selection of problem. So if we talk in the social action or the social interaction or the social phenomena, first we are selecting one problem from the society. Then after selection the problems, we are determining of an object. So what are the object of scientific study? So we are choosing the object from the given problems, and on the object we are having the study. Then we are formulation of the hypothesis on the basis of object. When we have chosen the object, then we are having the formulation of the hypothesis. After formulation of the hypothesis, we are collecting the data. After collecting the data, we have the classification of the data, then analyzing the data, then afterwards we are interpreting the data as per our requirement. Whatever the things are fruitful to us, we are keeping, and other data are disregarding. So in this way, we are having the object, and for the completeness of that object, we are continuing in the process. Now, if we talk after choosing the object, we are also choosing one method or our own methodology. Under that, we are proving the systems on a scientific manner. Then when we are reaching out the output and we are having the outcome, it should be predictable or it should be uh, universal for all the predictions. Whatever we are predicting, it should be true to their all natures, and it should be very verifiable, or it should be verified on the world level. When it is verified, their facts, then the last one, that is the generalization, and when we are coming on the outcomes, it should be universalized or it should be generalized, and it can be used by all the human beings for the benefit or development. Now, second point, we have also discussed the sociology, the study of society or the scientific study of society. So, what are the criteria for scientific study we have learned? Now we learn society, how we can define the society. As we know, the society derived from the Latin word socius, which means that is the companionship or the society or the person living together. So the system of usage, authority, mutuality based on we feeling and likeness. So whenever the persons living in the society, all are having the likeness among the people, likeness of thought, likeness of ideas, likeness of the dress, likeness of the code, likeness of the culture and food habits and the different institution. So on the basis of likeness and we feeling, whatever the mutual understanding we are having, that are guided by the authority, and all the things are coming under the heading of system of usage, and in this way we form the society. Then wave of social relationship. As per the McIver he has termed society as a wave of social relationship. Society is nothing but it is the only wave of social relationship. Means all the persons have the social relationship among the other persons. So it is a wave of social relationship, like the mother, father, cousin, and the grandfather, grandson, granddaughters, and the maternal uncle, and the auntie. All they are constituting the relationship, and all the relationship constitute the society. So as per the McIver, we can say society is nothing but it is the wave of social relationship. On the basis of social relationship, the society can be formed. Now, we will learn what are the significance of sociology. So, what are the uses, what are the importance, what are the significance, what are the features of the sociology in the modern era. So, we learn one by one. First, that is the proper and scientific study of society. So, society is a system of uses. So, whatever the system of uses are utilized by the individual in the social system or social network, that must have the proper and scientific study. So, there is a laid down procedure. As per the procedure, we are having the proper study, proper materials, proper tools, proper scientific tools which are helping to study of the society, and in this way we can learn the society in a full escape and in a full meanings. Then understanding and planning of the society. With the help of sociology, we can able to plan of the society, any plan in the society that can be done with the help of sociology. So sociology helps to understand society in a better way, planning of society in a better way. Any planning which are carried out in the society is the subject matter of the sociology, and under that all the systems are understand and proper planned by the individual for the benefit and beneficial for the human beings, and the welfare of the human. The next, that is the enriching human culture. Culture means what are things we are got from our forefathers and what are things we are learning in the society. The combination of both things, they make the social culture, and in this way the sociology help us to develop, to add the wings in the culture. So enriching human culture also is the subject matter of the sociology. So sociology tells us how to promote, how to uh, benefit, how to learn, how to modify, how to make beneficial for the welfare of human beings. So sociology helps to enriching the human culture. The next, as a teaching subject, sociology can be chosen for as a teaching subject. Nowadays, all the universities are teaching sociology as a separate discipline. The first university, Bombay, in 1914 in India, started sociology in a full-fledged their own department. Then we can choose sociology as a profession. So whenever we are choosing the sociology as a profession, after the learning the good patterns, a sociologist can be become the social pathologist, curators. Then they can also work in the family welfare. They can also the welfare commissioners. They can also work uh, for the development of the society. The socialist also works as a aid society for promoting and giving the good concept of social system to the persons for their uh, relief in the any disease. Then the socialists also work in the disabled school where they can giving the different meaning of the society and bringing disabled people into the mainstream of Indian social development system, so that all the persons they can develop their own caliber in the society, and society is the field work for the sociologist, and they are working and they are having the research work on the sociology, and they are learning the good things and they are bringing the good outfit of the social system. So we can say the society is nothing but it is only the platform where all the persons are performing their own role as per the given task, and that task should be fulfilled by in the terms of our requirement, in the manners of social systems and the scientific manner, so that it is useful for the human beings. Now the next thing, that is the sociologist also provide the solution of the social problems. Any problem in the society, any evil in the society, anything that is a bad habit of the society, we have the solution with the help of sociology, like drug addiction, beggary systems, dowry systems, the prostitutions, the unemployment, the exploitation, then the bonded labor, then forced labor, then less wages labor, then the other things happening with the welfare of the uh, workers, the problems with the trade unions, the formation of the trade unions, the aspect of the company towards the workers, their development, their provident fund, their tribunals, their dispute, their relief, all are is a part of the social problems, and the socialists provide the solution for all the problems. Then sociology also provide the solution of international problem, whether it is the war or border tension or the foreign object damage systems or the other system which are not favorable for the country, which are providing the hindrance for the development of the other countries, and the persons they are not having the cooperation among the other countries, the neighbor countries, they have the enmity of the systems. So on the basis of that, the socialists also provide the system so that all the systems are working in a proper way, and in this way we can reduce the international tension or international problems. To give the proper solution, the sociology help us. Whenever any persons are convicted by the other country and their trial in the International Court of Justice are being made, that times the socialists also performing the vital role for the negotiation of the disputes, and they are trying uh, to bring the human rights for the welfare of the individual, and the different judges of the International Court of Justice, that's also bringing the different solution for the relief of the aggrieved person. In this way, the sociology is providing the international solution of the any problems. Next significance, that is the multidimensional development of individual. If we talk, when the man born, when the man take birth, that time they are the only the piece of flesh. But slowly they develop their own caliber in the society. They are learning the things from the society, and they become the human. So for becoming the human, the individuals must have the multi-dimensional development. Multi-development or the multi-dimensional development means the all the development of the individual must be fulfilled so that their growth should be proper and development in all the fields should be in a proper manner. If we talk the multidimensional development of individual, so there are so many theory given by the so many sociologists, and the socialists also given the solution for the development of the individual. So we learn one by one. The first theory, that is the making sense of social world, as per the Garfinkel. Garfinkel was a great sociologist who has given the theory that in the society, whatever the things are happening, we have to make them into the sense. Without making the sense, it is not useful. So whenever we are able to make the social world as a sensible, and we are making sense out of the social world, and when anything happening in the society, if we are making the sense, that becomes the development of the individual. Then socialization and the looking glass self, as per the C.H. Cooley, the full form of the C.H. Cooley, that is the Charles Hutton Cooley. He belongs to the Shamlook school, and they are the pioneer of the socialization and looking glass self. So as per the socialization, we can say many persons living in the society, they are living in the social network, they are living with the people, they are living with their parents. So in this way, they are also learning the things from the society or the social networks. So sometimes it may be good, or sometimes it may be wrong. But whenever the proper socialization is taking place of the child, he becomes the socialized, and as per the norms of the society, they are working, and they become the full social animal, and on the basis of socialization, they learn how to live, how to eat, how to walk, how to talk with others in the society, what are the status, what are the role of the other people, and what are the expected behavior towards that individual. They are learning, and learning the things on that, they are becoming the multidimensional developed person, and we required the multidimensional developed person for the development of the society. In this way, we can say sociology helps to developing the brain of individual or making them social animal. Then looking glass self. Looking glass self means that is the society can be termed as a looking glass self or glass, and the individuals are, they are the persons who are uh, peeping the or looking the glass so that they can have the correct image towards the society. Suppose some things I am telling, then we are correcting after getting the feedback, it becomes the all right. Like that, the looking glass self, when we are not correct, if we are standing in front of the looking glass self and we are correcting ourselves in this way, the social socialization and the social looking glass self, also written by the C.H. Kule. On the basis of that, we are learning the things, and we are presenting ourselves in the society. When we are having the feedback from the other people, if they are telling good, that means whatever the behavior and whatever the socialization are taking place in the social system are correct for him. Otherwise, again we have to go for the resocialization, and under the resocialization, we have to learn so many criteria. Then next, that is the interpretive subjective approach given by Max Weber. Max Weber told that society is nothing but it is the imperative approach to learning the individual so that the individual can develop themselves. Then Johari window, the term Johari window given by John and Harry. On the name of John and Harry, the Johari window taken, and they are having the good impact in the social network for development of the individual. So we can say whenever the things are coming for the development of the individuals learn the things, and on the basis of that, they are developing themselves in the social network, and they are becoming fit for the society and for the development of the social systems. If we talk in terms of Johari window, there are 4 windows in the Johari system. First, that is the I know, you know, or we can say that is the unknown zone. Where all the persons are knowing each other with respect to the all things by the food intake pattern, the singing, walking, and the working in the office. All the things are happening with the first point, that is the Johari window, that I know, you know, means everything open for the all, and all the persons are knowing the things, and in this way they are developing themselves for the purpose of social systems, and in this way we are learning the things. Then second window, that is the I know, you don't know, means whatever the things I know, it is not known by you. Like suppose I brought the chalk, so all the history of the chalk is with me, not you. So the 20% are knowing the so-and-so are the chalk, but their history or background not known by the others. In this way, we can also knowing the system or society in a better way for the development of individual or the human beings. Then the third window, I do not know, you know, means it is better that you are knowing all the things. I am unaware of things, and in this way, the persons are guided and the social system are running. Now the fourth point, that is the I do not know, you also don't know, means that is the unknown zone. All the persons, they are working for their own development, but whenever we are uh, having the Johari window, on the basis of Johari window, we can having the systems and we can develop ourselves in a multi-dimensional development. So now we are summarize the things. So we can say uh, the society is the crux point of the sociology, where the human interactions are learned with the help of scientific method. Thank you.